I want to clarify something, because at times when you sit down, you listen to people from Benue, you listen to people from Jos Plateau, you listen to people from Nasarawa State or Taraba, they will be telling you that they are part of Middle Belt. Niger is part of it, but I have not come across anybody from Niger who is being biased, claiming to be Middle Belt. But these other places I have mentioned, you hear them talking about we are from Middle Belt. All they want, they are talking about Middle Belt, Middle Belt, Middle Belt. But in the real sense, in the northern Nigeria at least today, if you want to see state where their governors are not helping issue, they are not doing anything for their citizens, is the Middle Belt. But they are the one that they will be deceiving when they want to campaign. If they want to use something to deceive their voters or their followers, then they will now bring issue of we are Middle Belt, we are ethnics, that they are sponsoring ethnic cleansing on us. But what effort have you made as a governor from the Middle Belt that you claim to be? What effort are you people making to see that your people that you claim you are being marginalized? What effort are you putting for them to enjoy? One, if you go to the Northwest, we have governors with record of 20, 10,000, 50,000 students who have traveled out of this country. Though we are not encouraging to patronize education out of this country, but I've heard of many states in the Northwest that have sponsored more than 20 to 50 of thousands of their youth to go and study abroad and come back to this country. But the so-called Middle Belt, Benue, Taraba, Nasarawa, Plateau, I've never heard of even 50 people to go and study, to push the capacity of their youth. They won't do anything. They will not give them even security over their life, nothing. But they will come, maybe in the name of religion or in the name of tribe. They will be deceiving people and be saying, we are Middle Belt, Middle Belt. Which Middle Belt? What are you doing to secure the lives of people in Middle Belt? Now, Nigeria, my problem now is everybody now eyes is on Benue, because people have come out to talk about Benue and the massacre that is there. Now, security agency now will now channel all their energy only on Benue. They will now leave Zamfara, they will leave Katsina, they will leave Enugu, they will leave every part of Nigeria now. They will now focus on Benue. Inspector General of Police may decide to relocate. Chief of Army Staff will decide to relocate. Everybody, effort, everybody energy now is being channeled to Benue. It is when maybe Benue is calming down, then another state she will break out again, massacre again. I don't know when we are going to control. It is high time every Nigeria should declare bandit state of emergency. Federal government declare all the bandits in this country state of emergency. Every state, let there be energy channel towards fighting insecurity. It's not that we will wait expecting when it happens in Taraba, then everybody will now run to Taraba to go, just to go and go and solve the issue. It is for the country entirely to have solution. It's not that you wait, then when one place have issue, then everybody want to run and go there to go and help. To me, it is mediocrity and hypocrisy with what I'm seeing. We've been talking here for over 3 months. We've been talking about the killings in Benue, the killings in Enugu, the killings in Plateau, killings everywhere by the bandits. Some people did not talk about it. Have you not been seeing it? Have you not been seeing it? We should not be mediocres and hypocrites. To me, I'm not here to please anybody. I'm not here to please anybody, but rather to tell you things the way it is. federal government stop this up and down lie security activities, relocating, reconciling, or whatever. Let's declare state of emergency in every state that bandits are disturbing them, so that we can have a peaceful Nigeria, so that we can enjoy democracy. It's not only when it is political party issues that you see government are taking charge to make sure that things work well.
I take no the reason. No ever come and tell me say the last time I traveled, they come tell me say you Hausa boy. I'm from Kogi State. Kogi State no be Hausa State. No be tell me say North Central. I beg no want to tell me say I be Kogi boy, I be Hausa boy again. The last time I travel go by sir, this Hausa boy self. The place where they walk, this Hausa boy self. Ogala sound like Hausa name. My name na Ogala. It sound like Hausa name. Now be careful. Nobody to call me say Hausa boy. I'm from Middle Belt. Don't even call us etc. Or Nigeria's center of Nigeria. You can call us, yes, we are from center of Nigeria. So come and call me this Hausa boy. Do I like the lady? Na Buminu be mane abi Abu Razaki. Oh, this is Hausa names. But this one, Ogala no be Hausa name. From Middle Belt. Though people from Middle Belt outside this Abu Razaki on the thing, but they are outside because of their religion. But outside Abu Razaki does not mean that they are Hausa. So nobody should come and call Ogala na my name. In case I'll come back to that place or all this Delta, do people now they come and say this Hausa boy, this Hausa boy. I know the Hausa boy from Middle Belt or Central Nigeria. That is our zone. You cannot say Middle Belt because it's Central Nigeria, not like North Central. Does South have Central? South does not have Central. Likewise, North does not have Central. You are not Hausa.
The Fulani must know that Nigeria does not belong to them. Enough of all this shenanigans. How can a particular tribe be acting as if the Nigerian space and the Nigerian system belongs to them? We must cut off this menace and this shenanigan. We've seen most persons who have refused to come out and speak their mind just because they are scared of the Fulanis. If today is your first time of watching, please can you like this channel, subscribe on this platform, like the videos, share, comment for more political discourse. We need to tell the Fulanis the truth that the Nigerian system and the Nigerian space does not belong to them alone. We've had so many Fulanis acting as if this entire space belongs to them. But I want to tell you that enough of all this shenanigans, enough of this nonsense. How long can we be under contraction? How long can we be enslaved because we claim to be in a country fighting for one Nigeria? The Fulani militias migrated from the foot of Jelo Island, and now the conquest is driving heavily towards them with the mindset that Nigeria belongs to them. But I can tell you with every conviction that until we come out and call a spade, these people will not turn against this their shenanigans, this their nonsense. It is becoming too unbearable that the particular tribe believes nobody can hurt them. That the particular tribe believes the unity of Nigeria is tied to them. That the particular tribe believes without them, nobody dares go anywhere. And I don't blame them. I blame the system that have given them that power for them to continue in this menace. I blame the system who gives them pardon, who grant them amnesty, even in the midst where things ought to have been called a spade a spade. That is the current place we tend to find ourselves now. And now, every now and then, the Fulani militias are buying people on a daily basis just because of the negligence of the government, just because we have a failed state, and just because the government itself is not ready to take responsibilities. If they are ready to take responsibilities, the Fulani militias will not be given that such enormous power to act as if they own the country. They will be given such enormous power to act as if without them Nigeria cannot survive. It is high time we should call a spade and tell them the truth that these people migrated from the Fulani Island, from the Sahel place down to Nigeria, and now these people have so become a menace into the Nigerian space. It has become a problem ravaging every nooks and crannies of the society. A major menace that the government has failed to even address the issue. And now the problem is now waxing, is now degenerating on every now and then. But the question is, how long can we continue to manage this menace? How long can we continue to deceive ourselves in all of this? How long? And all of these are the attributes of a failed state. All of these are the attributes of a failed state. Because Nigeria as it stands has shown that nothing and nothing can work. When you say the Biafra should go, you say no. Let the Yorubas go, you say no. You still have the effrontery to believe that you own this country. You still have the effrontery to believe that one Nigeria belongs to you. My brother, you need to bury your face in shame. You need to bury your face in shame. Because as it stands now, nothing can work in the country. Nothing is working in the country. We are in a state. We are in a state where everyone is trying to save their life. Because to me, we've seen it all. We've seen it all. And it's not working. And it's not working. That is the current state of the nation. That is the current state where the people tend to find themselves because of a failed system, because of a failed government. It is now crippling him. It is now crippling him into the system. It is now crippling him into the system. And we see leaders who cannot come out and speak their mind. We've seen leaders who cannot come out and speak up when the Nigerian state is in a total chaos, with leaders who cannot speak now that the country is in a total mess down. For the question is how long can we continue to remain in this contraption called one Nigeria? How long can we be fooled? How long can we continue in this mess? The country that is not working. A state of the nation that is full of lies, deceit, and propaganda. The question is, how long can we continue like this? If today is the first time of watching this kind of this channel, like this video, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much. Antonio Guterres has come out publicly to say that freedom fighting, it is not a crime. That is enshrined in the UN Charter, that self-agitation, it is not a crime. So the reason why Sawonepa is still in incarceration, the government needs to tell the world why Finland is still holding Sawonepa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. That everybody has right to self-agitation. Everybody has right to self-referendum as enshrined in the United Nations Charter, and which Nigeria itself is a signatory to it, that has always kept the country under bondage, whereby you feel that nobody born of man can come up with the issue of division. And now, thank God that the United Nations President Antonio Guterres has come out to say self-agitation is a welcome idea, that anyone who feels they cannot be part of a contraction anymore can excuse themselves. That anyone who feels they cannot belong to a country anymore, they can reach out and exit that country. Why are they still holding those who want to exit the country? Why is Finnish government still holding Sawonepa for fighting for the freedom of people? Why is the Nigerian state still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over the Biafran agitation? Why are they still holding him? Because they are holding him because of their own selfish interests. They are holding him all to themselves because they are the one partaking, they are the one enjoying in this one Nigeria. And some of you that is coming out to say one Nigeria, that Nigeria cannot divide. Who told you that the country cannot divide? In 1914, before the amalgamation, don't we have the southern and the northern protectorates? We are not even living together. We are not one. But today, when the British came up with this forceful marriage, forcefully marriage, they had to join us together. And now this is that result of that marriage has now brought the country into a stagnant, has now brought the country standstill, has now brought the country whereby the country itself is not moving forward. The country as of today is not moving forward. The country as it stands has remained stagnant for 60 years. So when Ojukwu fought the Civil War, he knew all this. And if Gowon had kept to his own promise after the Aburi Accord in Ghana, all this issue of Fulanis, all these issues of Igbos wanting to exit the country would not come up, because I could remember really that in the same Aburi Accord there was a place that Gowon agreed to restructure the country, that every region would manage their resources, but Gowon came back to the country and refused to implement that, and this has caused a whole lot of chaos now in the country, that you see that Fulanis will migrate from the Sahel and come down to the southern part of the country to torment people, to cause havoc, to cause chaos. And nobody is checkmating the excessive of this so-called Fulanis. So now that the UN government has vindicated Simon Ekpa that self-agitation, it is not a crime, that it is enshrined in the United Nations Charter. So I think the French government have to bury their face in shame. You are only Simon Ekpa. People are being quiet in the societies on a daily basis. How many persons, how many lives has been lost just because you want to keep Nigeria together? If Nigeria is a state that don't obey the rule of law, are you not saying that the Finnish government or the Finland state should not also obey the rule of law? Are we saying that Finland too should not obey rule of law? The question is, how long can we continue to be in this fake marriage, in this false marriage that is not working? A marriage that some years ago, Fulanis invaded Kwara State, Ilorin, and quiet over 24 persons were quiet, and up till now, no arrest has been made. Just because Kanu said that the Igbos will exit the country today, Mazen Kanu is in detention. Mazen Kanu was